What's up with that?
Congrats, man.
Appreciate it.
I mean, wasn't a secret that you kind of outplayed that every contract, right? But you don't know what's going to happen. Was this a surprise at all, or did you have a feeling that they were working on something?
Yeah, I hate to lie to you, Steve.
Yeah,
it was something that we, you want to go to mommy? Okay, you done with me. All right, that's fine. You don't know what you know. All right, come on, bro. Pick a side now. You can't run around, though. You want to take them off? Yeah. Sorry.
This is the most relatable press conference.
Sorry. But yeah, it was something that we have been working on pretty much since November. Just kind of talking through. At the last season, I kind of approached him like, hey, something ain't right. But I think definitely credits to Chris, Mike Bloom, and Ursay's and everyone involved pretty much to just handle it. I feel like we all just handled it like professionals, didn't let anything get too personal, didn't really let anything pretty much get it. I was able to handle everything just straightforward. So I think while it was tough at times, but I think the process went about as good as we thought it could.
You're signing so many you guys back right now. What does it kind of do for you guys? Just the culture, the vibe here when it's laid out like this, where there are rewards for the things you do on the field.
Man, I remember, as a young guy, I remember being with Kenny when he got his first one. He lived down the street from me at the time. He had the basketball court in the neighborhood, so everybody was over there at his house all the time. And I remember just thinking just thinking about his journey, just undrafted and 2 great years and what he was able to get from that. It motivated me and just let me know, okay, there's a path for me to be rewarded and reach success and be valued in this league for the things I was doing on the field. I just pretty much had to take care of my part. And I think from my story to Tyloo to Grove and so on and so forth, I think it's just the message ringing out throughout the organization that they take care of the guys that perform here, and as long as you contribute with it.
So a lot of you now have grown up in this organization, man. Just how unique is that in this league, and to stay in one place? This is the week where everybody's all over the place, right? Are your journeys kind of unique? Do you feel like?
100%. To be able to now going into my 7th year with one team, that's rare. Not many guys that you meet throughout the league have played for that long for one team. And now to be able to share that experience with EJ, with Kenny, Grove, Buck, it means a lot. But I think at this point now, accolades aside, money aside, now it's time for us to put some banners up now. It's time for us to accomplish something. We got to leave here with something other than good memories.
That's what I was wondering. Again, they take care of their own when you guys show that you deserve it, all that. But does it also show that they think you guys are that close to being what you need to be? As a team, win.
No question. I understand. Sometimes re-signing your own isn't as sexy as people want it to be. But if you look at it objectively, you'll see, Kenny's the best nickel in the NFL, period. Grover, if not the best, one of the top nose tackles in the league. Pittman, top #1 receivers in the league, obviously myself included. So, it's like these are top players together. And I think it means a lot, for us to, maintain it and keep that in-house. But like you said, that being said, it's time for us to go get it now. All the other stuff aside, what's most important is, how you left by wins and losses.
So you kind of hinted at this at the start, but the extension was just you want to be paid like a top 5 linebacker versus when you signed, it was more special teams.
I feel like, as thankful as I am for how it's all split, now I just feel like I'm finally being paid for the job that I've already been doing. So it's just got to continue to raise that level and continue to, move that forward.
Now, how close you guys get as defensive players? Just what's it like to see your friends get signed back here and you don't have to get new ones?
It's always good, man. We got a good rotation going on, on the Hawks in the locker room that doesn't have to be adjusted now. You know, Lee, Tyloo, Grove, Kenny, we got a good rhythm. You know, you take one person out, you add somebody else so that they might mess up the flow and the rhythm to all that. You know, now EJ put his hat in too, so it's a lot going on out there. But you know, thankfully, you know, we're able to keep the same thing going. So.
How does one earn a spot in the aux rotation?
Ooh. Honestly, first of all, you got to take advantage of your opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So when you get a chance, don't miss. You know what I mean? Then, you know, we might just forget you on there, leave you on there, and then, you know, we got to see, you know, consistency. You know, breeds confidence.
That's well said.
Why do you think it means so much to guys to stay with one team in the league? 'Cause
I mean, it's just tough. You know, you get in the NFL, and you know, I know guys that that's played for 3-4 teams in 1 year. You know what that does to your psyche, your family. You know, just your sense of security. You know, I think it allows you to. I feel like everybody in the NFL is talented and good enough to make plays in this league. I think the guys who are able to really move that forward, the guys that are comfortable enough to be able to be themselves. And for a lot of guys, I think that belief that the organization believes in you and they want you there and they're willing to let you grow through whatever small mistakes or different difficulties you go to. I think that allows a lot of guys to grow, and I think you see that in a lot of the guys that re-signed or guys whose careers have just continued to catapult. The further they get into this, is because sometimes you got to believe in your players to get the best out of them.
There, if you play this out, it'll be close to a decade here. 2018, would you have believed that was possible?
No, he would not have. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know where Indianapolis was on the map when I got drafted. Don't blame me. Blame Philadelphia Public Schools. But what I will say is, I've truly loved my time here in Indy. It's been home for me. Being a Colt is something that I take with pride, and I'm proud to wear it on my sleeve. From the fans to the organizations to the Ursays and everything in between. I just want to dedicate myself to the organization as much as it dedicates to me. I want to dedicate myself to the city as much as it dedicates to me. So I look forward to continue to force cheesesteaks upon you guys and talk a lot of trash in the post.
A lot of you guys have re-signed, obviously, just like a year or so ago. It was kind of rocky here. So what does it say to what Shane has built in his time here that so many of you guys are back?
I mean, he's just a culture setter. He's a true leader of men. He understands ball, he understands people, and I think you could just see it through all the different highs and lows that we had to battle through this season to put us in a position where we're about 20 yards away from a division championship. I think that gives confidence to make us want to run that back and see, how far we can really take it. So, thankful that we got a guy like Shane at the helm, leading us, listening to us in the fire with us. And he's continued to push us, hold us accountable, and get the best out of us in every facet of the game.
It's obviously a big moment for you. You've been that 7th round pick trying to make the team. So I guess how does kind of your journey at this point, how does that help you just as a leader that can reach those guys who are getting drafted this year or whatever, that are in the spot you were when you got here?
Oh man. The day I agreed, we agreed Sunday night, but it hit. I was already planning on being in Indianapolis, so I was in the weight room getting a workout, and the best way I know how to celebrate, to be honest with you. I saw Dallas, and obviously Dallas is a talented young player going through his own situation right now. And I just told him, I'm like, look, when you get to where I'm at, don't forget they ever looked at you when you was at where you at right now. I've been in that situation. I've been in a situation where, I told him people are giving you answers to questions that you never asked. You know who you are as a player. You trust and believe who you want to be in this league, and don't take any other answer for don't believe in any other answer that they give you. I would just tell all the the 7th round guys, undrafted, from day 1 to day 3 and everything else in between, just to believe in yourself. Like I said, know who you want to be in this league and make the decisions that's going to lead you towards that. Keep God first, and you'll get everything you need out of the situation.
You mentioned last year that you've kind of seen outside expectations run the gamut, over your time here, but internally, what are the expectations like after coming so close to the division title last year?
expectation has to be a division title. Period.